Gregg Popovich endorses Beto O'Rourke in Texas Senate race. San Antonio Spurs head coach Gregg Popovich, who has been an outspoken critic of Donald Trump, showed his support for Texas Senate candidate Beto O'Rourke, D., on Friday during his team's practice. The footage was shared on a local ABC affiliate, which showed the outspoken coach wearing a hat that read Beto on it. Friday was also the last day of early voting in Texas. Coach Popovich isn't the only one who has shown support for O'Rourke. Last week when the Los Angeles Lakers visited the Spurs for a regular season match, NBA elite player LeBron James also rocked a Beto hat in support of the Democratic candidate. Popovich, who has long been a critic of President Trump, made the rounds on social media earlier this year after he ripped Trump for his absence at the nationwide March for Our Lives demonstrations in March. If you just sit for a moment and imagine those bullets going through those bodies, and what those bodies might have looked like afterwards, how can the president of the country talk about all the things he's going to do, and then go have lunch with the National Rifle Association and change it? Popovich said at the time. San Antonio Spurs head coach Gregg Popovich endorsed Democrat Representative Beto O'Rourke in Texas Senate race on Saturday. Popovich called the Texas Democrat a special guy on Saturday and said he makes him feel like what I thought an American is supposed to be while speaking to the media before his team's matchup against the New Orleans Pelicans, My San Antonio reported. You get so tired of all the lies and the divisiveness, and the fear-mongering and the race-baiting. It just diminishes all of us, Popovich said. It makes all of us feel strange, and when I think of Beto, or I listen to what he says, I feel like what I thought an American is supposed to be. He's classy. He's intelligent. He's civil. The coach, who has won 5 NBA championships with the Spurs, also praised O'Rourke for having visited all 254 Texas throughout his campaign. He's been everywhere because he cares about all the people, and he doesn't deal with PACs, political action committees, and corporations and all that sort of thing, he just does the work, Popovich said. Popovich, a staunch critic of President Trump, also reportedly took aim at O'Rourke's Republican opponent, incumbent Texas Senator Cruz, during the media session on Saturday night. Leaders are courageous, Popovich said, according to the local outlet. Leaders conduct themselves based on their standards, their principles. They have the courage of their convictions. They don't genuflect. They don't kiss up for their own personal gain. O'Rourke is out for the people. He wants everything to be fair. He wants justice. He wants our democratic institutions to be respected, so that we are proud of being Americans. You can't be proud of the culture wars that have been begun, and the whole world looks at us for leadership, and it's not there. That's why people like Beto are so important, because he embodies that. He is there for us. He's not there for his own personal gain and position. When people are so desperate as is his opponent, that scares me, Popovich added. To do what Mr. Cruz has done to try to get elected is very scary. That's about self. That's not about the rest of us. And Beto is the exact opposite of that, and that's why I think he is great. O'Rourke was thanked Popovich for his endorsement on Twitter, saying, "Thanks, Coach. Honored to have your support."